Welcome. We were Group 98, and our project's over the tornado in 2007 that happened in Greensburg, Kansas. My name is Austin Zercher.
My name is Balu Odetola.
I'm Blake Saminsky.
And I'm Jonathan Kordahi.
On May 4th, 2007, in Greensburg, Kansas, they were hit by an EF5 tornado that devastated the town. This tornado formed in Comanche County at around 9 p.m. and moved 29 miles while it's on the ground over an hour. At 9:45 p.m., it hit Greensburg, Kansas with 205 mile per hour winds with a width of 1.7 miles.
A tornado forms when warm, moist Gulf of Mexico air collides with a fast mass of polar air. This causes an updraft that builds into the polar front jet stream. This warm Gulf air rises vertically, releasing latent heat, forming a strong updraft, creating corkscrew motion. This gets further enhanced by vertical motion of air. This happens without the Coriolis effect. Additional energy is received via lightning and latent heat provided by rainfall.
So the Greensburg tornado began with a strong and slow low pressure trough in northwest US. Then supercell tornadoes began to spawn multiple tornadoes around 12, including the one that forms in Greensburg in the Midwest. As the first tornadoes came, they began to carve the buckling jet stream, causing low pressure to develop in the Rockies. Within each passing minute, it morphed, gaining strength and heading straight towards Greensburg.
Yeah, in this declining farm community of a population of about 1,400 people, thanks to the NOAA forecasters in a nearby city who issued a tornado warning only 39 minutes before the wedge tornado hit the town, and another warning with about 12 minutes before it impacted, urging residents to get into their shelters immediately. Obviously, that didn't give them a lot of time, so it's terrible to say that only 11 residents lost their lives and only 63 others were injured, but it could have been much worse without the warnings. The pictures on the right are before and after, before the damage and afterwards. Most of the structures that were affected were the historic buildings, businesses, mini vehicles, offices, banks, hospitals, courthouses. Pretty much any infrastructure that was there was destroyed at about 95%. The Marines and EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, dispatched multiple on-scene coordinators to help respond and set up mobile command posts. Additionally, they addressed fuel resources, chlorine cylinders, ammonia and tanks, and then got rid of any other hazardous materials.
To recover, Greensburg was rebuilt 100% relying on renewable energy. This includes things like low floor toilets, drought-resistant landscapes, energy-efficient houses, streetlights using LEDs. While costly, much money was saved using wind turbines and conserving water. Many say that the town was rebuilt green. 961 homes and businesses, 261 other properties were severely damaged, and 307 were left with minor damage. Overall, about 153 million worth of property was damaged.
So statistically, the average number of tornadoes that occur in Kansas is around 96. It was difficult to find the exact statistics for frequency and recurrence interval, but we do know that because Kansas is part of Tornado Alley, that the frequency of this area having tornadoes is higher than in other areas in the US. Now, this is because the Tornado Alley is in a unique position in the US between the northern cold air from Canada and the warm air from the Gulf of Mexico. This causes a lot more tornadoes to occur in this area. But last year, there were around 58 tornadoes, which is below average compared to the number from before.
Yeah, and regarding the recovery aspect, the U.S. Department of Energy dispatched a team including its own energy experts and some from the National Renewable Energy Laboratory to Greensburg to assist the residents with any technical aspects of rebuilding. And after 3 years, over half the homes and all other significant buildings and construction had been rebuilt to LED, gold, and platinum standards, exceeding about 40% of savings. Overall, this saved them about $200,000 in energy costs per year.
So these are our sources. Now, overall, this tornado is very destructive. But as we learned in notable facts, the recovery process was very renewable and good. And hopefully using this data for the future, this process can be made a lot quicker and a lot safer for the residents in Tornado Alley.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.